ancient Hawaiians believed the valleys to be sacred places, holy places. They didn't allow anybody back in the valleys at all. Only the eli'i, or the royalty, were allowed to go. So as a result of that, they were never developed, and then later they were sold to the sugar industry. The sugar industry would build sugarcane crops along the shoreline. Why would they buy the valleys? You need to have water. Without the water, you're out of business. So you want to control it at the source, so they would buy as far back up into the mountains as they could to own the water. This mountain on our left is called Namolokama Mountain. It has a flat top on it. It's kind of like what you would refer to as a mesa on the mainland. We don't have a lot of that type of mountain in Hawaii. They go up one side and down the other. But you can see all the green on the sidewalls here that make up the terrain. Those are palapalai and the luhe ferns. You'll see some bigger ones. Those are called tree ferns. They look like discs. See the big tree fern collection down in there? Little landslide, that's fresh. When the soil's red, it's a fresh landslide. So the Hawaiian word for landslide is kind of interesting, is slimy octopus. Now, octopus are a rusty red with a white kind of marbling to them. So you can imagine the land gives way to a big landslide. It turns bright red. And then the debris field flows down the valley, twisting and turning, getting skinnier as it comes towards the shoreline. So from the distance, it looks like an octopus tentacle coming down the valley. So in Hawaiian, they call it the slimy octopus, and it means a landslide. Now the way you know it is you say, oh, look up in the mountains, there's a slimy octopus. You understand. The octopus up in the mountains, so. The next valley we're going to jump into is where they filmed the dinosaur movie Jurassic World using your helicopter today. Look at this. Down below you can see what looks like two eyes if you look carefully, Molly, in the terrain. And looking up here, the left one is actually in Jurassic World. If you look for it, you'll see it. Now just below you, Maggie, you can see there's a pair of waterfalls there. That's what we refer to as the Twin Falls over on the right. And then up in front of us here, this is the main volcano that formed the island of Kauai. This is Mount Waialeale. I was hoping we would get rain right in here, but it looks like it's blown up in over the mountains. So you're probably going to have to save your rainbow adventure for another expedition on your trip here. Hopefully you'll get one.
Just means we have to come back, I guess.
Yes, right? Now David, as we go through this, what we call the gun sight, the bite in the ridge here, look at the ferns that make up the green here on the opposite side to your side, because they'll be sticking out. You can kind of see it pretty well. See here? There's the rain I was hoping we would catch a little bit of. you could see if you were driving around down how you might not even know this was here. Now, ancient Polynesians, not just Hawaiians, would come here and landing on the east coast to our left, pay their respect to the king and the queen, and hike all the way up this ridge to the very top to pray and commune with God. Imagine hiking up this ridge as we go over it. Not the easiest thing to do. So this is our rainbow canvas right here. I'm going to give it one shot to see if we can get something. There might not be enough sun, but I got a sun here, and we got rain, so we'll try. Okay, right in front of us here is where I'm going to try to make it. And if this opens up enough where we get a little more light, we might get some color out of it. And then if we do, we might be able to get a 360-degree rainbow. It looks like it's closing though, but we'll see. Some sun. Alright, now it's going to be right below us. We're going to bank around. Look behind you to the right, Maggie.
I got one! Holly, you got it?
It's small, but we got you one.
Oh, well done.
Full circle, look at that. So here's a question for you. Where's the gold in a 360-degree rainbow?
Right in the middle.
It's the people in the center, that's right. Aww, we got one.
Hey!
Well done.
Hey, look, it's gone as quick as we got it. Go. Hey. Okay. Now we get to the lakes here. I'm going to turn off the microphone system, so I'd like to thank you folks for flying with us here at Blue Hawaiian Helicopters. I hope you guys had a nice time. Isn't that a cool way to see Kauai?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes.
You see,